Well, hi, everybody. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, good. Glad you could make it. Thank you for being here. Have a
Yeah.
seat.
Thanks.
Episode
So-
94.
Again, I feel so bad. I wish there weren't numbers on these things. I'm not 100% positive
We're
that it
gonna
is
call it.
actually, we're going to call it 94.
Yep.
Let's just not look backward,
Yeah.
only forward.
It's like your dog's birthday. It's like, I think it's this. You know? We can do that. We can estimate.
One of my dogs is Cinco de Mayo, and the other one is 4th of July,
Oh,
only because they're easy to remember. They don't know. They have no idea that might not actually be their birthdays, and they don't give a shit.
That's right.
And they don't know what a birthday is.
No. This is all for to make two grown ass adults feel better about celebrating this little dog's birthday that it has no idea that it's happening. It's
Right.
Just
And that's
dumb
okay.
as hell. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good to see you guys. Glad everyone is here, safe and sound.
Mhm.
I've got
Yeah.
some of us have been out on some travels, but first,
Yes.
a word, if I may.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We have a word.
This is a good one. You're probably gonna giggle when you hear it,
Okay.
Okay.
which is allowed. I'll allow it.
Yeah, let it happen. Let's.
All right. This week's word: nudistortion.
What?
That is when you hang an article of clothing on your erect penis.
Nudistortion.
I knew this. I know this one.
That's the nudiest is the most naked in a group. He's like the leader of a naked group. So you've got a group of nudists. That's the leader.
Yeah. Okay.
The nudiest.
I do the most nudiest. Yeah, it tracks. I like that one. I like both of them actually. That old towel rack prank. Everybody loves to come out. It's just a favorite around the house.
I know. Yeah.
By yourself, got a crowd, doesn't matter. Nudistortion is less fun than y'all's guess. Nudistortion, the definition is the day before yesterday.
That's it?
So who was closer?
I gotta give it to you.
Thank you.
The
Okay, I'll take
towel
it.
rack, yeah.
The day before yesterday has a word?
The day before yesterday has a word.
Nudistortion?
And it's not just any word. It's not this comes from the phrase, Latin phrase that I won't try to pronounce, but it means now is the third day.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay.
So how do I say I flew back nudistortion? Right? Recently?
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be that it was a nudistortion flight.
I had a nudistortion
maybe.
flight. And now I'm back home. Right? Okay.
So when are you leaving? A nudistortion. Oh, could you imagine if someone fucking used that word?
Yeah.
If you said, so when are you leaving town? And they go, a nudistortion. I go, I didn't fucking ask that. I don't want that. Just tell me the day after tomorrow. 2 days. I leave in 2 days.
Be the day before yesterday, right?
The day before yesterday.
Sorry. The day before yesterday.
So when did you get back? Yeah.
It was a nudistortion arrival here in town.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Please, nobody use that word in real life.
Yeah.
Please learn it, know it, but don't fucking use it, guys.
Yeah, the only way you
Come
can
on.
use it is when you're saying, "Hey, I learned a new word. It's called nudistortion."
Right. And you can tell them what the definition is, but never use it.
You want to hear what that pencil dick at the office said to me the other day? Listen to this. And that's when you say it. That's the only time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, I flew back the day before yesterday.
Oh, how
You guys
tired are
must
your
know.
arms?
I'm glad you said it like that.
Yeah. I call it my my vaccination vacation to get out a bit. So I traveled out to the LA area, said hello to some people.
Did you say goodbye?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't
Good.
like goodbyes, so I just said, "All right, see you later." You know what I mean? I don't.
Yep. Yeah. Saying goodbye is too
You're right.
final.
I don't do goodbyes. You're right.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, the weird thing about a trip, like Mark, we went to Europe. We've been there a couple of times. Every time I travel, it's not the main attractions that you remember. It's like the little things. It's like the little weird interactions that you have with someone, or just the incidentals. Like, isn't that weird that you remember that stuff?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Maybe because it's unexpected. It's an unexpected good thing, as opposed to like if you go, say, I'm going to go see the Eiffel Tower or whatever, and then you go see that, but something neat or cool happens along the way. You've seen an Eiffel Tower in a book. You just want to be able to be like, oh, I saw it in person. So I thought it'd be bigger. It's not really that impressive. But
Is it small?
I don't
Dude,
know.
I gotta. Hang on,
And they don't use feet over there, so I'll never know.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Steve, I think that's interesting.
It's funny you mentioned that. There's actually something called Paris syndrome. You know what that is?
No.
It was actually it's a Japanese term when you travel. It's a sense of disappointment exhibited by some individuals when they are visiting or going on vacation to Paris, who feel that Paris isn't what they had expected.
God damn, a
Shots
whole fucking
fired,
definition
Japan.
for one city.
Yeah, it's used for anywhere now. You can say Paris syndrome anywhere.
Yeah, but they started it. Yeah, wow.
I was just reminded of this. I had to look it up, but yeah, that's a thing. When you go travel somewhere and you actually get disappointed by the whole experience, it's called Paris syndrome. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Now, do you think that you could be taken captive, fall in love with your captor, develop a deep case of Stockholm syndrome, be taken to Paris, and then also develop Paris syndrome?
So you're a hostage, and you get taken to a place, and then you get unimpressed by the place.
Your biggest concern is how much you're let down.
I thought I'd be kidnapped in a nicer place than this.
But you fall in love with the captor, so you could say in your story or in your book later, dude, I had Stockholm syndrome and Paris syndrome at the same time.
I'm sure it's happened. I believe it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, like the first time I guess when I lived out there, Mark, you and Dana came out to visit, and this was years ago. We went out to like the Hollywood Walk of Fame or whatever, and that was a big Paris syndrome for me, because you get out there and you're like, oh, this place is dirty and gross and like not impressive, Homeless people and people like in your face trying to sell stuff and crowded, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I had that when we were out there. I don't know about you.
Hmm.
You know, Darth Vader takes off his mask and he's got, wow, meth head. Exactly, meth head. Whoa. Like like he's sweating under that thing and he goes into an alley. He's like, oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's now you're talking about that was your first impression when you first moved out there, or you?
No, when you guys came out and we actually went there, because I
yeah,
lived in like way like outside the city. But yeah, like when we were kids and we went there, it was like, it was cool, you know. But you get there later. And you're like, so what happened was in this trip, a couple things stuck out to me. Is I was like on my own. I went hiking up in the Hollywood Hills. There's a trail where it's like, oh, you hike up this hill towards the Hollywood sign, right? And so I drove there, and there's like a little neighborhood that you drive through, just like a half mile before you get to the trail entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see this woman. She lives in this neighborhood. She's walking, and she's got this mad face on, and she's wearing this shirt. She's wearing this plain shirt, and in big letters it says "Locals Only." Now,
What?
I'm thinking, like, lady, you're fighting a losing battle here. I mean,
Right, yeah.
she was taking out her trash or walking her dog, I forget, but she was clearly a local person
Mhm.
Sure.
that was angry at tourists, right?
Right.
This is one of the most popular, largest cities, most touristy cities in the world. I'm headed towards one of the attractions, and here's a woman fighting for a tourist to leave.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that because that sign's pretty new, right? They just put that up. Probably that hasn't been up for like decades at this point.
Right,
sure.
Poor thing.
It could be maybe she's gotten her heart broken by someone she's met, and it's always tourists. And so she's saying, you know what?
Oh, you know what?
Locals only for me. Let me know if you live in this area, because I can't handle another heartbreak.
Transients, don't waste your time and emotion on me. I will not bite.
That's a great way of looking at it. I should have looked at it like that. Yeah. Okay.
But that's obviously not what it is.
Right. So I don't know, like, on the plane flying back, I'm like thinking, yeah, that was the takeaway. No, I got to do a lot of hiking. It was great. Visited some friends. It was an amazing time. The other thing that jiggled me a little bit, it jiggled my feelings, was maybe edit this out. I don't know. Maybe we edit this out of the podcast.
Okay.
It's a weird subject, but
Okay.
I was visiting a friend, and he said, "Yeah, we'll meet here. It's night right now, and I'm driving through a part of town, and up ahead I see the largest building that Scientology owns." Is that okay? Can we leave that? Yeah. We'll see.
You saw it. Hey, those are all facts.
Yeah.
You saw that
I saw the
building. It
building.
belongs to Scientology.
Look,
we're
which is
not saying
weird.
anything.
Building.
It took up the entire block. I got a picture in Discord. Huge letters.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see it from a long ways away. Like it was a presence there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked it up. It is their largest complex. It's right fucking there. And so on my way back, it's like 11 at night, and I'm like, you know what? The streets are not crowded right now. I'm gonna park, and I need a picture of this place, like right in front of it. And now there's security guards walking around. Okay.
Like most religious places, you need security. High levels of
Yes.
security.
So, and you've all heard the stories about the people they pursue and that. I'm just a guy, right?
Right.
No, I've not heard anything about Scientology. I know nothing. Enlighten me.
I've only heard
just-
good things.
Great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. When this gets edited, we've only heard good things. Yeah, it's not scary at all. So I parked at this, maybe a couple blocks away at this parking meter, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to put money in the meter. I'm going to run up there, get a picture, come right back. You know what I mean?
Won't look crazy.
No, it won't look crazy. So I park the car. I start walking a block. I'm looking around. It's 11 at night, and their sign is lighting up the whole block. From on top of their building, and I get up to the at the corner, and all I got to do is run like one block to snap the picture and run back. And like in my mind, I'm like, all right, ready, go. And then I stop because when I decide to run, this was right as one of the guys was like rounding the corner. So he's away now.
Wow, you did a Metal Gear. Did you time it?
No, but
Agent 47.
like, just when I was about to do that, another guy from an alley runs up to the building and snaps a picture and runs away. He did the same thing I was going to do. Like, he planned the exact same thing I did. And I was blown away. Like, I stopped. I was like, oh, shit, that guy fucking had the same idea. So I was like, well, I got to do it now. I got to do it. And I run up there, get a picture, run back. So I wanted to go talk to that guy, but he ran away. And I don't know why I was running away. I was running back to my car. Why? I thought about that in the mid-run, like, oh, what am I doing? Why does this feel wrong? I'm just taking a picture of a building, a public building.
A beautiful building, which any person is welcome to go and enjoy. I mean,
Beautiful,
wonderful
tax-exempt building.
right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank goodness.
Thank God. That's a good point.
Yes. And Xenu.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Thank
that
them
the guy's
both
name?
as they fight for who is the better.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. So do you think when you left, some guy said, I was going to fucking do that? Like, so is there a line of people just waiting to run up and snag a picture?
I didn't see anybody on
Wow.
at that time.
That guy
Didn't see
came out of
anyone else.
nowhere, huh?
He came out of somewhere. I didn't see where.
Wow.
So
You think it's possible they have like he's on their staff and like to generate interest in the building, they have people like they pay people to run up, snap pictures, and then run away. They're like, oh, well, and so other people see like, oh, what's going on here? What's this building?
That's a good point.
yes.
Yeah, they have trouble generating interest in
Mhm,
Scientology. So they have people with keys walking around in the parking
Trying
lot.
to get some buzz going around downtown LA.
Yeah, let's get people talking about us, Get the
Yep.
word out.
And my friend who I was visiting for that trip, that drive, I caught up with him. He's a cool guy. He's an animator, and he was telling me that I told him about it. I was like, "Did you see that fucking building that's in your area?" He's like, "Yeah, I know."
What
he says,
building?
Yeah. He's like, you wouldn't believe it. There's actually, people in the community here, and
Did he have to
So-
whisper that? Or write it down on a piece of paper and show it to you?
yeah, but I got the feeling like, don't talk about it, kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, okay, wow, all right, good for him.
And that's a normal way to feel about any sort of
Yeah.
body or group of people. If
Right, yeah.
Isn't that
yeah,
weird though?
yeah,
No, it's not weird. It's completely normal.
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
normal,
okay.
and it's good. And were happy about it. So
I would never describe Scientology as weird. That's the last word I would use.
ever.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I'll put the picture up, but I stopped the car and you saw on the street sign that said L. Ron Hubbard Way was the name of the street. So
It's a good way.
pretty big deal. Pretty good way.
Huh?
So anyway, good catching up. He actually has, this guy, he has an animation credit on the new Loki series coming out.
No shit. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, good for him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Did he tell you what he did on it?
Yeah. Oh, but
Or maybe he can't say.
He can't say.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything. He didn't. No.
A lot of stuff was not
You
said.
didn't even have
meeting.
a friend.
No.
There we go. Yes. That's it. Huh. So yeah.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
you took the picture of Scientology, the big blue. I don't know if it's a lab or what kind of science they're doing in there, but the big Scientology building.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the picture of the pier that you sent.
Yeah.
You spent a fair amount of time in Los Santos,
right,
driving around. Because I've read this and heard or seen this. Other people say this. How much of that did you kind of? Well, you've driven around that there before. But how much does feel like GTA 5?
Well, there's weird stuff to see on every corner. If you get out of your car and just walk down any street, you'll hear a conversation, and that's fucking GTA. They're talking about going to get coffee and the therapist they're seeing. These are AI people talking in GTA.
Wow.
Any given conversation. And then, the pier was cool to go to. You're like, oh, that's obviously something to see. Another day I went on a hike and went the opposite way. And after going a couple miles up the mountain, it's cool. You take a turn and then, there's that Griffith Observatory building.
Yeah.
That little domey building, standalone thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was an observatory. I thought it was someone's house. I thought it was like a mansion at first, but I was like, oh no. Looked it up, that's an observatory. It was closed. I didn't get to go to a lot of places I wanted to go. The comedy places, some of them still weren't opening up all the way, so didn't get to go to that. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was, ironically enough, open for locals only.
What?
They were doing a phased reopening, so they weren't taking out-of-state people just yet.
Wow.
It was for locals only. Just Disney at that time. Yeah, so had I gone a week later, I would have been able to go, but I'll go back.
Maybe she's security guard at the Disney place.
Maybe.
What is this Galaxy's Edge?
It's Disney's Star Wars area that they built, like a whole section Star Wars. Yeah,
like the Potter
kind of
barn. Is it like the Pottery barn?
Yeah.
And you're probably ordering like a milkshake called the Galaxy fucking furry creature, and then you eat it, and you're like, yeah, this is all right.
Probably. I've never been.
Got it.
I'll report back when I do go. So yeah, good trip.
I would like to go someday.
Do they have one? Do they have one in Orlando, or is it just LA?
Sure.
Look, a Scientology building?
No, the Star Wars thing. I think the Star Wars thing is also in Orlando.
Yes to the first question. No, I think it's in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah. It is, which is a great town full of great people.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna stop saying keywords for that.
Yeah, it's in Orlando too.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yep. You can we talked about this already. The hotel that you stay in, and your kids don't go to college, but they got to spend a night in a fucking Death Star or whatever.
God, oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, if I have the money one day, I would do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Death Star hotel.
No, I was just making that up. But they have like I think a hotel area where it's like it feels like you were staying in the fucking ship or whatever. Like the whole hotel. Yeah. So it does kind of like, all right, fine, I'll throw a few shekels that way.
Okay. Chris is just saying now. Yeah. Okay. Great. At MGM Studios. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
We're very glad you're back.
Well, thanks.
I did a little local traveling myself.
Oh.
Yesterday we went locals only. I made sure of it. I asked everybody on the way. I had my big shirt on, locals only. There's one thing I hate. It's money coming into my local economy from other people. Those son of a bitches. No, we went to a cat cafe, which I'd only heard about, seen in the movies and TV, but we actually got to go. And it's just like what you think on the movies or TV. You go in and there's just cats. Some of them just like real cats in real life. Some of them like you. Some of them hate you.
Oh.
You can feel the judgment coming from a lot of them. I felt.
Now, are people bringing these cats in, or do they just keep cats in this one place?
These are cats that are at the shelter waiting to be adopted.
Okay.
So they're all up for adoption.
They're all up for adoption.
Great. How many cats per square foot in this place? I mean,
CPS is what we call it.
Yeah, CPS is. I think it was a lower CPS than what some of them are.
Okay.
I think there was, but it was also a small room, so it's hard to tell.
Now, when you say cafe, I'm imagining a place where you're getting coffee.
Coffee.
There's cups. There's the fragile cups on all different shelves. Were any of them, pushed off a little bit?
It was. We walked in and I thought it was like a sound effect record or maybe a Greek wedding or something, but no, it was just cats very slowly batting mugs off the edge. I mean, they've got to be losing all kinds of money replacing all those. Oh, and also the cup of coffee was terrible. These cats don't know how to make a cup of coffee.
God, that's a business name opportunity missed out. They could have called it Catfe.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Don't worry. I believe there was pun involved. There was a.
Oh, really? At this place?
Yeah, it was. I think it's like the perfect cup.
Oh, okay.
Not as
Great.
good, but okay. You're trying.
Yeah. But yeah, I like cats. We don't have cats, but it was really nice just to go
be around them.
Be around, hang out with cats. I don't know. It's like.
So you're basically. Do you think people feel that way when they go visit an orphanage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
They don't like kids, but they just want to hang around and get a couple of hopes up, or what?
Right. Play a little toss.
Wow.
Hustle some hair.
Is there something like that exists?
No, they can't.
No way. No way, right?
No. Because you'll develop a bond, and then you're like, this one's I'm gonna take this kid and give it a home. With cats, it's easy to be like, okay, all right, I see you from over there. I get it. That's neat. And then you go on with your life. You play catch with a kid. That's your kid now. That's how it works.
I guess so. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to a cat cafe. Catfe.
Catfe.
That sounds good, yeah.
Now, I always used to have an old joke talking about how dogs were a little bit better than cats because just for the fact that you can bring your dog into a bar with you, and you know they don't let cats do that. Now here's a place that has their own cats that you can come and be a part of. Do you think we're going to get to a point where now birds are allowed to be just birds flying around in a cafe, other animals? Maybe you release a couple of snakes in a cafe, snakes in a cafe.
I don't know why I'm tired of these snakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we opening a door? Are we opening Pandora's box?
I would like to go into a place that looks like the sanctuary at the end of Bird Box, walking around with as long as like there's a shield over my coffee mug, you know, that I can get underneath and drink it, take a sip, and then holding around.
Get maybe a little umbrella. One of those umbrellas for your cup, and then that prevents the poop from going in, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like being around animals.
Yeah, same.
Are
there any animals?
Dog cafe? Yeah.
Well, people can bring in their pets, I guess, to like, I don't know, breweries and stuff like that. People bring in their dog, or they're able to be outside with their dog. I've seen that, but that's the only animal.
We did that for a while. Took the dogs places, and on paper it seems fun. Have your dog place, but our dogs are just fucking awful. There's just having something constantly pulling at the leash that you have to hold, and that, like, these dogs haven't had an accident inside for years, but you can't enjoy any time because you're like, is he about to piss? Is this going to be a piss?
Well, one dog pisses, and then every other dog goes in there and wants to piss on the same piss.
Right.
It's a literal pissing match.
That's right. Yeah.
So we don't do it anymore. I love to see dogs out places.
Same.
If you're a dog and you're out there and you're going places, hit me up. I go places.
They're a bit clumsier, I guess, and that's too bad. It's okay though. We love them because of their clumsiness.
You talking about me?
Did you say something?
No, sorry.
No? What? Okay, never mind. Mark, did you say you had a message from Instagram?
Yep, got a message from Instagram. If you would like to indulge,
I would.
Okay.
This guy's name is Thomas Thorne.
Fake name?
I know. It's just probably for the sake of the question.
Don't
he
blame
says, would you rather only be able to eat cat food for every meal of your life, or only be able to shit and piss in a cat litter tray? Wishing you the shittiest of cum farts. Thanks, Thomas. Very thoughtful.
Very thoughtful indeed.
God damn it. I will always laugh at that. I don't know. Oh, God.
So, good question. Even better sign off. Would you rather be able to eat cat food every meal of your life, or only be able to shit and piss in a cat litter tray?
Is there like an HVRC question bot that people are using that we're not aware of?
That generated
Yeah. I don't hate it. I mean, nothing wrong with it.
It's so weird how sometimes we're talking about a thing and it's timed that someone asks a related question.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Interesting.
That's
super
happened
interesting.
A few times.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever talked about cats on the podcast.
That's a good point. And here's our first question about cats. Okay.
A little suspect.
I'm leaning towards the piss and shit in a litter box that I have to carry around, because there's been too many times where, like, for example, traveling and I don't want to kind of use your bathroom. I can be like, never mind, I got one. I could carry it around with me. I could get in the back of my car and use it if I want to.
So this is strictly out of convenience of going to the bathroom for you.
Well, also it's a challenge. I like the challenge of, hey, you think you can piss now?
What?
like to be able
Finish that, please.
You've edged him.
If there's not a bathroom anywhere, like you go in, it's like I say, a busy city. You go in, oh, bathrooms are for employees only. Sorry,
Locals.
Yeah, no problem. I got it covered.
Right.
I could go to my car or just reach into my backpack, pull it out, and go to an alley somewhere. Like,
yeah, this is a life where you have to carry a backpack of shit and piss with you everywhere. Obviously, you can clean it out, but you have to use that.
Yes, and if I want to look like a normal person, I could go to a restroom and then just use my own thing.
Yeah, it's not like you're able to do. They'd still arrest you if you did that out in public. You still got to go behind a closed door.
Yeah.
Plus, there's kids around. It'll freak them out.
Yeah, just my thoughts though. So,
are you like setting your litter box up on the baby changing station and?
Well, and just arcing into it, or
I don't know how you do it. That's none of my business.
I could arc into it, but then once you get to the end of that piss, that arc's going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to get closer and higher up to it.
Think about those hot summer days where you're toting a box of pee and poo around in your car. Man, what a.
But you can also sift out the piss and shit that becomes hard and put it in a bag and then throw it away. You don't have to have that smell. That's the way these litter boxes are used. Once it gets hard and clumps up, you sift through your piss and shit.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah. It's not that bad. And I think I'm going to vote to sift through my piss and shit as well. Steven went the route of, oh, this is very convenient. I just don't want to eat cat food all the time.
Really?
Okay.
Right. Okay. That's my angle of the fact that I enjoy food and I would like to eat something else. And I will sacrifice going to the bathroom here and there in a box full of rocks.
Very small rocks. It's not like
pebbles. Okay. Box full of pebbles that have a semi-pleasant scent when you use them. They're getting very advanced these days. They're not like the older times where it'd stink up the whole house. You piss and then it smells like, jasmine or whatever. Okay. And I'm using my mouth probably more than I'm using my holes.
Really?
Don't clip that. Don't do it. So yeah, things are going in more than things are going out. All right, that still
wait a
doesn't
second.
help.
Like what goes up must come down. Like
you would think.
Newton's fourth law.
Things must go in, must come out.
Right? I mean, this is like basic science here, but
sure.
Some of it gets used up in energy and stuff, but I wouldn't say that's a whole nother podcast, I think. But
no, that's this one. This one we talk about that.
You want to figure out if the efficiency of the human excrement system.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, there's some day. Well, yeah, because like this Saturday, I ate so much bullshit. I really fucked my body up with some good stuff. But what came out was so much more. So I think it can be more than what you put in.
No,
because your body's trying to purge out all the poison and you drink poison and stuff.
We gotta have a scientist on this fucking podcast.
So any scientist, if you're listening to this and you want to come on, feel free. Just shoot us an email, hit us up on Instagram.
I love the idea of a scientist with a fucking beaker under a microscope right now, and just like listening to shit and cum.
I don't know how you could fit a beaker under a microscope unless.
Oh, they have very advanced stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They got advanced stuff. They know how to do it.
Very small beakers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeff, yeah. Jeff, what are you going with?
The mobile poo box seems it is convenient. I'm not going to disagree with that. And I feel like that would really, free me up to do a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do, but been tethered to these traditional Christian bathrooms that I have to go to. If I've got more options, more things I can do, but I like to eat. I like nice food. I mean, like it's on the box. The name of the food is Fancy Feast. There's so many different varieties of cat food, and it's that wet cat food that when you take the lid off and you have to shake it out of the can a few times, and it's still in the shape of the can. I mean, what could be better than a whole entire Fancy Feast in one stinky little wet puck of food?
Wow.
Yeah.
So
you're not
going with.
Oh yeah, cat food. The way it smells.
On the go. Don't have to heat it up. Don't have to prepare. It's kind of nice to crack open a meal and
a Fancy Feast.
All right. So imagine we're all over at Jeff's place for dinner. I don't even have to excuse myself from the table.
No.
I could look at you and be like, "You get it. You understand."
I would get it. Yeah.
When you do have people over sometimes, we're getting back to that. But when you have people over sometimes, you will be like, oh, for instance, so and so's got is a vegan. We're gonna accommodate something for them. Hey, yes, I'm grilling this stuff, but we got something for you too. There's something for everybody. So when you go over to a place, do you have to say, I'm a fancy feaster, I only eat Fancy Feast? And do you bring your own? I'm assuming you bring your own, or are you offended if someone doesn't have a can of cat food ready for you to eat?
No, there's so many different diet restrictions these days. Nobody can accommodate all of them. I understand, maybe you only have a dog. It's fine. They've got those little packages that the food comes in. It goes, it travels easily. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll just, go. I'll put it on the floor in the mud room and go eat my meal there. I don't want to bother or put anybody out.
So you have to eat it like a cat too. You can't just post.
Oh, is that how cats eat?
Corners. I don't know. I've never seen one eat.
That's a good point. You bring a knife and fork, or are you just gonna just lean forward and eat it? Like what?
I mean, I'm gonna end up licking the plate clean, so why waste the time with silverware?
Okay, I was gonna say the deal was just
so
eating or using the bathroom, but you're going all in. Okay,
you know me. I'm not one to dabble in anything. I like to go in head first.
Okay, well then why don't I just get inside my box when I use it?
How big is the box? Good point.
It's just going to fit in a backpack. I'm not going to wear it like a house on my back. Yeah, great question.
Most confounding thing about the whole... Yeah, that very wonderful question. Thank you for taking the time to send us that. Real head scratcher. Let me see. I think I've got... Do we have time for one more? Or...
Sure.
Yeah, when...
Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'll cut that out. Boy. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have volunteered.
Nothing?
We may not have one. We might.
Boy. Well, we also haven't plugged it in them.
That's fine if we're caught up.
Oh shit! I think we might be.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
All right.
Our work is done.
Oh no! But that is embarrassing. That I thought that would have more calls than that. Let me think about that for the rest of the day.
Hey, it's not the worst news. I mean, you could be playing Fortnite.
Look, I know what you're trying to do, and I don't appreciate it. It's a fine game. Some people love to play it. I'm one of them. I know you hate it. It's a very strong stance that you've taken.
No, look, playing with everyone in Discord has been great. That's fun. That is fun. But yeah, we started playing again. I'm sorry. Edit this out. Edit. Don't let that go in public. But yeah, we did start playing again for a bit. Don't know how long it's going to last, but it's nice to have a group of friends to play with. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. Mark played his first full regular round, I think.
Yeah, and yeah, it's pretty good. I don't like
Really?
it. I don't dislike it.
Okay.
I see why. But again, I haven't even cracked the code of building stuff. I strictly go in there.
Yeah, don't worry about that for now.
The building thing is you build a ramp. I mean, some people, you can't build and shoot. All right, I get it. I will be with you and go on your little gaming adventure of your world. But when you're in being fired upon, and then you can build half a house in 3 seconds, you can get fucked.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm with you.
Studies have shown, and I'm totally against the building in Fortnite. I think it's a good game ruined by one bad building mechanic. But 90% of the people that do build, and the ones that are building all willy-nilly all over the place, those are the same people that are taking methamphetamines and masturbating for more than 10 hours a day.
Okay.
They're just they've just
I remember
just
when
cranking
I was
it. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, I've heard about that. That was a double blind study, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Both participants went blind from masturbating so much.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So don't worry about it. You don't have to build.
I was a part of that study. I was the control.
The control. You're just going to masturbate. Just masturbate for 10 hours, okay? We'll get back to you.
Is that it?
See you tomorrow. Yeah, it's fun. And we signed up. We've got a supporter creator code on Fortnite. So that's something. Put that on my fucking tombstone. I don't care. I did it. This is where I am in life. I'll fight everybody.
What is that? Like, to someone that doesn't know, like what does that mean?
To anybody out there that plays Fortnite and wants to support us, there's a place where you can enter a supporter creator code. Ours happens to be Hummy's VR. I don't know if it matters, but it's capital H and then capital VR. And then every time they buy V-Bucks or spend V-Bucks or whatever, we get a little bit of kickback. But it also, the bigger thing is that it allows us to have private lobbies.
Okay.
Yeah, that we can play
we're
with
not
Discord.
out there with Gen Pop and these.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah!
Just so you're not playing out there with all the expert kids.
Mm-hmm.
No, all the noobs.
Their blinking shoes.
Don't get me started. Yeah. Okay.
Don't let me finish.
So that's where you can find us. Probably for the good next week or so. I don't know. This fad will last as long as any of the other obsessions or crazes that whoosh through the Discord.
Yeah, it'll last a little bit, but while we're there, hooray!
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, and then also plug I'd like to fill is we just now minutes ago released our next VTOL video on YouTube. It's one of my favorites that we've done. I love it. Mark plays the bald commander from Top Gun. So go see that if you haven't yet. I love how that came together. Our friend Emilio did the music for it. It was a production. I thought it turned out great. Let me know what you think.
Hell yeah.
We don't have to talk about it. We can cut this out if you want. I don't want to, but your album recording is coming up very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't have to mention any words about it if you don't want to. But June 23rd, Wednesday.
June 23rd. I got some I have some ideas. I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens.
What do you mean? What do you
Comedy
mean?
album.
Like surprises or like
Things that have not been like typically, you go and you're like, oh, I'll try this, and some things I haven't tried that I'm gonna probably roll the dice on. We'll see.
okay.
Nice.
It's gonna be
All right.
exciting, sort of. They can just edit it out.
Yeah, we can edit whatever out. So
Or they can leave it in. That's up.
Oh,
You have that option. Yeah. Yeah.
depends what you want in life.
And
That's what I
that's
was-
why it's important for people to be there live to see these things, because it could be one thing or it could be
be
another.
only for
never
you.
know.
Yeah, that's what that's a goal of mine too, is doing stuff just in that, not for the album. Well, yeah, for the album, but like just doing stuff in that room. It's and then it's personal. It makes it. It's not like we're here in this room together. It's not. You're not watching anything or just listening to something. But it's funny. I was listening. All I have heard about on like Bill Burr's last special, and I was so excited to see, was his thing about the military. That this bit about the military was just one of the funniest ones in his last special, right? And
How's it go?
What?
How's it go?
I'm glad you asked. I don't know because it wasn't in the special. He did it in the special, but it didn't get a good reaction, I guess, for whatever the 2 nights, I think. Was it 2? Yeah, I guess maybe. I think it was 2 nights. And so he just said, I'll put it in my next one.
Is it because it's like a controversial thing? Like, or
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure, but all I heard from like comics who knew him or touring or like people on their podcast, like, oh, Bill Burr's got this great bit about the military. I think something happened for whatever that night, not that night, but like a couple days before about the military. And he did this bit over in, I forget what city, over in the UK. And for whatever reason, it just didn't hit. I mean, he even talks about it on his podcast, and then just leave it out. Which is crazy because that's the one bit that I've heard nonstop that people have been like, oh, dude, this bit is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's not the one where he talks about service members boarding first on a plane. Not that one. Something else.
It's probably that one. I mean,
okay.
Again, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, he talks about. Well, this was a while back, right? No, this is public where he's.
Yeah, but he probably hasn't put it out on a special.
He's angry that he's not boarding the plane.
But apparently,
that's funny.
Right, but it doesn't matter if it's funny if it doesn't do that well and they don't want it in the special. Like, people could, for instance, if I go up there and record an hour, but I'm only happy with 40 minutes of it, it's going to be 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have I can just say that didn't do good, or oh yeah, that was a dumb idea. I shouldn't have said this, and whatever. But so I'm gonna shoot for 2 hours, and hopefully I get 20 minutes.
Exciting times coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna meet with a couple of the people in our Patreon are coming out. We're gonna meet up with them, hang out. It's gonna be fun.
That's right. This is not a locals only event.
Yes, no locals only.
No.
Reverse locals. Welcome.
It's you guys, you're not nervous about it, are you? New people coming to see you. It's not like something that worries you.
I don't think he's nervous. No, he's been doing this for years.
Oh, no, I'm in.
You are.
No. I'm just I was asking you. I'm not at all. No. Expectations and no.
Yeah. I'm gonna call in sick.
Okay. Yeah, it's been hyped,
It's too much.
It's too much. Yep.
It's so funny when you say stuff like that, like before you go on, someone will be like, when you're headlining or featuring, the host will be like, hey, what do you want me to say about you? And if people have done something, they will be like, say you've heard him on this, say you've seen him on that, whatever, like credit list. Every single time I'm like, don't say anything. Don't even say my name.
Okay. Why?
Because you keep that bar low, and then you know the more you hype something up, the it's not gonna
the worse it is. Yeah. Okay.
the worse it is. So that's like, just don't say anything. Just say, here's somebody.